What's up, y'all? What is up? It's your girl EJ, and I am back with another The Shy Talk. Now, we're going to be talking about the season finale of The Shy, and we're going to be focusing on the kids of The Shy. Let's get into it, y'all. Okay, y'all, so let's go ahead and start out with Gemma and Miesha. They had a really big win on this particular episode. You know, your girl Gemma has been coming through for Miesha. She's really serious about helping her with her career, and she really believes in her. She even goes to her dad and makes him a proposition. Now, before she went and made her dad a proposition, she did try to get a job at Smokey's job, but it just wasn't doing what it needed to do. So your girl had to go talk to her daddy to see if he would let her have access to her trust fund, because she just doesn't believe in college anymore. That's not the dream for her anymore. And we know that Gemma is very strong-minded and strong-willed, and that she always, thinks for herself. And this is something that she had been changing her mind about. Once her and Jake kind of got together, it's like she was just seeing things from a different point of view, and she was turning into whoever it was that she was supposed to be turning into. So anyway, he agrees to give her a portion of it with the return of she had to do something within a year. So she has to basically show him some receipts within a year. Otherwise, she has to go to college. So they agreed on that. And I love the character Marcus. I ain't even going to lie. I love his parenting tactics and his parenting skills, the way that he handles Gemma, because we all know that all kids are different and you have to treat them differently. What works for one doesn't necessarily work for the other. So anyway, y'all, meanwhile, moving on to your boy Jake. Now, Jake didn't really have a lot going on in this episode. I mean, we've had a whole series of Jake, to be honest, over the last several episodes. But one thing that did happen in this episode is he did get caught slipping and rolled up on a block where Nuck was, and Nuck pulled the gun on him. But lo and behold, guess who comes to his rescue? And that was Bakari. They kind of, do a nod of, okay, that's what's up. And they kind of go on about their business. But your boy Bakari, I feel like that was his way of saying, I apologize, I got you. And I feel like Jake maybe accepted it, kind of, sort of. I don't know. It's just kind of hard to read Jake sometimes. Anyway, y'all, moving on to your boy Kevin. Your boy Kevin definitely is bugging out, y'all. Now, look, Nina stayed doing the most. Now, y'all already know. I think Nina is always doing the most. I always think that she's always jumping to conclusions, and she can be really extra. However, I didn't realize that Kevin only had one more year left. And where do he think he finna go with $4,000? Like, bruh, you is not finna do nothing with $4,000. You gonna get moved, and then what? Then you're going to be forced to have to win these tournaments over and over again. And this is assuming that you win the tournaments. This is assuming that nothing happens. Like, how are you supposed to sustain a lifestyle if, you got to make sure that this is going to be sustainable? Like, Kevin is not really thinking this all the way through. And I realize he's a kid, so of course they're not going to think things all the way through. But I don't think this is the right move for him, trying to move and be emancipated and all this extra stuff, because like I said, yeah, the gaming thing is cool, but it would make way more sense for him to just stay there with his moms for another year, if that's all he has, and stack his money up so that when that year comes, all he got to do is jet and go. That's what makes the most sense. It's not like they're horrible parents. It's just that Nina does the most, and she always jumps into conclusions. But at the end of the day, Kevin is not in a bad home situation. It's not like he is in a home situation that is unlivable. So I just think that Kevin needs to pull back a little bit and really rethink this and look at it from a different standpoint. So anyway, he and Lene are going to talk, and she's just like, you leaving me? You know what I'm saying? And, he trying to make it seem like, no, he just tired, or whatever the case is. But then Lene does get really good news, because the adoption does go through. Drea and Nina did decide to adopt Lene, and everything has went through. So I think this was a really good moment for her, like a bittersweet moment, because she knows what Kevin is wanting to do, and she feels like she's gonna lose her best friend, her brother. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I think that Dre and Nina are really good parents. I just think that sometimes Nina gotta step back and rethink things and not always be so ready to go all the doggone time. She just reacts so quickly. So anyway, your boy Bakari, we already talked about how he helped Jake out, but he did make another little mistake along the way. He did come at your girl. Why do I want to call her Lena? Lana? Lena? I don't know why I can't think of her name right now, y'all. But he did come at her like your brother is a criminal, because she was like, she don't mess with criminals, and he came in there with all this new gear looking like he just got a whole stack of money, because he did, because Duda approached him and Nuck about being his eyes and his ears, and of course he accepted. You can't not expect him to accept this money. I mean, look at the situation that he's in, staying from house to house, just barely getting by, having to rob people, all that type of stuff. So if somebody's going to throw him that type of cash and all he has to do is be eyes and ears, and he ain't got the snitch and none of that type of stuff, all he doing is just listening and reporting back, and it ain't no cop stuff and none of that type of stuff, then I can absolutely see why he would do it. And I really can't be mad at him for doing it based on his situation and where he's at. But he did come at your girl wrong, and he is going to have to do better when it comes to Lene. Y'all, somebody help me out. I don't know why I can't think of her name right now. So anyway, y'all, nothing really happened with your boy Papa, but Miesha's song did get played on the radio, so that was really big and it was really huge for Miesha. So I think that this relationship that her and Gemma have created, and this bond that they're creating, and this whole her managing her thing, I think it's really going to work out for both of them in the end. But anyway, y'all, that's pretty much all that happened with the kids of the Chi. Let me know what y'all thought about the kids, what they had going on. Let me know what you think is next for them, like if you have any predictions or anything like that as far as what's going to be happening next in this storyline. Until next time, guys, peace.